Joining us now is pop culture journalist Chaz Kangas with more highlights from the 2014 VMAs.
Welcome, Chaz.
Everybody was talking about Nicki's Anaconda.
They were indeed.
But really quickly, why do people still watch this show? Why is this still a must-watch?
I think it's because it's the most reliable bit of unpredictable 2.5 hours each and every year. No matter what happens, if the show's amazing, if the show's awful, it's going to be talk, at least until the next VMAs. And there's always the one thing that winds up in the yearly rotation of remember when.
Well, the one thing this year was not Miley Cyrus, who, you know, brought twerking into the lexicon in the last year or two.
That's true.
She made it American currency.
Talk about her now, though. Is she growing up? Talk about her presentation last night. It was special.
Oh, yeah. In the context of the VMAs, you typically can't shock people 2 years in a row. Like, Marilyn Manson tried it in 97 and 98, and people just thought how much more shocking the previous year was.
Right.
I think last night it was a good balance of what was shocking was that it wasn't shocking. Quite frankly, it was downright admirable.
Yes.
For her to really take the time to make everyone, you know, pay attention to a serious issue with the teenage runaways. There's 1.6 million runaways in America right now, and in her working with her My Friend's Place, a charity through her, she directed people to her Facebook to look at it and realize what a big problem runaways and homelessness is, especially in Los Angeles.
It's true. She won for Wrecking Ball last night, and instead of going up on stage, she invited a homeless person to speak on her behalf about the homeless issue. But that wasn't the only political statement of the night. Common also acknowledged what's going on in Ferguson. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, he did an entire 2 minutes. I don't think anyone expected that to happen, certainly at the VMAs.
And the moment of silence, I don't know that, you know, we've seen that at other award shows, but not at the MTV Awards where someone would ask for that kind of a moment of reverence. We've not seen that, I don't think.
Yeah, they think the closest thing to that was when the Beastie Boys accepted the video Vanguard in '99 and wanted a moment for people to pay attention to all the sexual assaults that had happened at Woodstock the previous summer.
Though it's worth noting, that was just a long speech. Like, that was more of a soapbox speech.
Right, yeah. With moments of silence in between the soapboxing. So, but yeah, it was really a great moment of, especially in terms of like a hip hop award, reminding people, you know, Chuck D called hip hop the CNN for the streets so many years ago, and it really maintained it and brought that to the forefront tonight. So, you know, between Miley and Common bringing consciousness to the Video Music Awards.
So we knew Miley. I mean, it was like a real 180 for her. She was demurely dressed. She like made her speech political.
Well, but you know what? But I think in the case of Miley, it's almost as if she says, now, done with the twerking, moving on to something else. Right? In a way, she's on to her agenda.
And you know what's so interesting? If you look at her life a year later versus Robin Thicke's life a year later, we see who came out the real victor and who didn't.
Robin Thicke should have twerked himself, you know?
He should have twerked himself.
There you go. There you go.
Hard twerk pays off.
Hard twerk, you know what? I love you for that.
Isn't that great?
Okay, really quickly, there was a lot of product placement last night, too. I felt like every 2 seconds there was a commercial.
Well, I think the real winners last night were Kia, Trojan, you know, State Farm Insurance. It was a very corporate night. Yeah, corporate girl, cover girl, corporate girl.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing at this point. They had a commercial which was shot live during the awards telecast where they gave out awards that don't exist. It was one of the most surreal, inversive types of promotion I've ever recalled at the Video Music Awards. And that's saying a lot, presented by Taco Bell. Live Boss.
Very metal.
So tell me, I've appraised that this was Beyonce's night. Last year, you might say it was Miley's night.
Yeah, Miley owned it last year.
Who do you say owned it?
Other than CoverGirl, I'd say last night was definitely Beyonce. I think, you know, Video Vanguard Award is such a big award each year, and even though she didn't get Video of the Year and didn't do what Timberlake did last year when he got the Video of the Year and the Video Vanguard Award, she definitely, a 20-minute long performance, an entire medley of an album, outstanding. Just the endurance, the stamina. Even though I would have liked to hear a little No 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 Part 2 thrown in there, or, you know, Bugaboo here mention MCI again, give us a throwback. It was just a powerhouse.
Kelly's expecting, so it was important that she, you know, chill out this time.
If Chris Kirkpatrick can get it together for Timberlake last year, I'm sure Kelly could, you know, maybe, you know.
So really quickly, what were some other highlights for you?
For me, the Anaconda performance from Nicki in the middle of the opening montage stood out. I watched the VMAs.
Men love that Anaconda performance.
Bottoms up.
It's more than about
Bottoms
it's more than just the posterior. I'm a fan of absurdity.
Oh, come on.
And in terms of just the jaw-dropping motifs, like as great as, you know, and I'm not intending any sort of pun in this, the background during the Iggy Azalea performance with the webs, I think Nicki Minaj, that slow walk out, that pan, that shot with all the snakes behind her, could be because I just watched Godzilla '98 last week, but it really stood out, and I think, you know, scale to scale, it was quite the entertaining performance.
I love how you can intellectualize objectifying Nicki Minaj. There you go.
Yes.
And that's why you're here,
Are we
Chaz.
objectifying her, or is she the only person being straight to us in an objectifying world?
Oh, well, we'll ponder
Deep.
that during the break.
Deep.
Let's really think about that, Chaz. Thank you so much. This is just the beginning. You'll be back soon because award season has officially begun.
The most wonderful time of the year.
Right, so was Nicki Minaj objectifying herself, being objectified? Let's talk about it during the break. You tell us what you think. You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.